All right, this is 24 TR 1992, State versus Andrew Lloyd. Are you Mr. Lloyd?
No, this is, I have Farley in the seat right now.
Oh. Well, I have him ready too. Mr. Farley, State versus Jason Farley, 25 CR 90. Are you Jason Farley?
Sure.
All right. I had a complaint sent over to the jail. Do you have a copy of that?
No, sir.
They didn't give it to you? Can you give that to him? That's why I sent it over there.
Yeah, I'll get it for him.
Okay.
We have Farley's complaint.
All right, let me go over that with you. You're charged in count 1 with theft of a firearm, a level 9 felony. That carries up to 17 months in prison as a maximum penalty. You're charged in count 2 with criminal possession of weapons, a level 8 felony. I believe that carries up to 23 months in prison as a maximum penalty. Let me check on that. Yeah, I was right. 23 months is a maximum penalty on the criminal possession of weapons count. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on these allegations. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
I need one appointing.
All righty. There's applications there at the jail. Fill it out. If you qualify, an attorney will be appointed to represent you. So will somebody give him an application so they know that he has that? There it is. Your bond is set at $20,000. You can post that cash or professional surety, which is a bondsman. There's a list of bondsmen there at the jail who can bond you out. If you make bond, you need to be back in court this Thursday. That happens to be July 31st. Be there at 10 a.m. If you do qualify, I'll see that Houston Bales is appointed to represent you. That's his appearance time for court. All right. Do you have any questions? It looks like there is a special condition on your bond I didn't go over with you. You're not to have any contact with the alleged victims and not to possess any firearms. Let's see who the victims are. Lori Branning, you're not to have any contact with her. You're not to possess any firearms. All right, the hearing is concluded. Okay, 24 TR 1992, State versus Andrew Lloyd. Are you Andrew Lloyd?
Sure.
All right, looking at the file here, this is a traffic matter, and the bond was revoked back on June 20th, and the bond forfeiture hearing bench warrant was set at $2,500 cash professional surety. All right. And as I look at the file, looks like you failed to appear a couple different times.
I believe there was one time for trespassing.
Twice, says here.
And then this last time.
Back in December, you didn't show. You didn't show again this time.
Yeah.
And it's all on a citation and notice to appear from November 4th of 2024, charging you with speeding, expired tag, no insurance, no driver's license in possession. What I don't see why aren't you showing up for court?
Well, the first time was for a trespassing charge that I had moved residences and I didn't get the mail. I really didn't know much about the system. That was more of a, I think, a mistake on my end. The second time, I remembered later in the day that I had it. I forgot about it, to be honest, and got the letter saying that I had a bench warrant and I could take care of it. I believe like on August 21st. So I planned on showing up on the 21st with the information, but got picked up before. So.
All right. There is a notice of hearing on forfeiting that bond in order to have you pay in the cash. That has been set for August 29th at 9:30. So you have that now. I'm going to go ahead and move that up since you're here to this Friday. So they're going to, whatever you'd promised before to put up and whether they can forfeit that cash. So that hearing will now be this Friday at, is that August 1st? I think it is, yeah. This Friday, August 1. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so August 1 at 9 a.m. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on these allegations. If you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you're trying to do with regard to an attorney?
I would probably have to have one appointed.
All right, give them an application there for court-appointed attorney.
I got a question, sir.
What's that?
I just had a question. Now, do I have a bond that's set that I can pay, or I'm kind of confused on how this?
Well, you owe on the last bond, so you've got to pay that in, and that I'm setting that hearing. That'll be heard by the judge, the traffic court, August 1st at 9 a.m. Okay.
Okay.
That's a motion for judgment on the bond.
Okay.
Okay. That is set. If you don't show up, they're going to grant judgment. You're going to owe that money.
No, I'll show up for sure, 100%.
Mm-hmm. What I don't see in here is any probable cause finding by a court. So I don't really think you're going to show up, but the way I run things, I don't have any choice but to grant a no-R bond, but I'm going to make it a $5,000 own recognizance bond. That means if you don't show up, there'll be a motion by the state, I assume, to forfeit and that bond and revoke it and ask for a judgment on the $5,000 bond as well, on top of the one they're already asking for.
Okay, but that's Friday, sir.
That's going to be this Friday at 9 o'clock. There's not going to be any excuses. When you don't show up, they'll move forward on these, and they might have a probable cause affidavit where the bond would go up even higher than 5. Right. And it probably wouldn't be on recognizance at that point if they do manage to get a PC affidavit from the officer who originally charged you and wrote the tickets. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about when you're supposed to be in court?
No questions.
Okay. Well, we're recording all this, so the other judge will know you know. Okay. So just so to be clear, that's $5,000 own recognizance bond, and your hearing on this case. Fill that application for attorney out. They can help you with all of these things. You can keep in contact with your attorney. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Hey, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Farley wants to know if he could ask you a question real quick.
I'm done. We're gonna move on. Okay.